And welcome to this evening's video, where tonight we will be dining together. We'll be tucking into our own separate meals. I invite you to come dine with me as such. So today I've got myself a Subway, and I thought we could just do a mukbang and a chit chat, because that's what I fancy. I love doing these videos. It's kind of just, a ramble, but spiced up a little bit. So I trotted on down to my local Subway, and I got myself a sandwich, nothing else, just a sandwich, and quite lazily put together. If I do say so myself, it didn't turn out quite how I wanted. I'll show you. So this is what it looks like. Not particularly the most appealing looking sandwich I've seen in my life. So we've got, today I got something which I've never actually ordered before. So you can now order the nacho chicken bites in a sandwich form, and I do quite like these just on their own. So I thought, why not? I'll try in sandwich form. So I got a foot long, and with it I have some iceberg lettuce, some cucumber, and some mixed peppers. Just to add some more, flavours to it, salad it up a little bit. What I typically get is meatball marinara with cucumber, and that's it. That's pretty much it. That's a good combination. It is, trust me, it's good. I do like cucumber. But yeah, again, I thought I'd switch up a little bit. This is not toasted. I think I should have got it toasted, because I thought the chicken was going to be hot, but it is cold. It is refrigerated nacho chicken. So and if you don't know what the nacho chicken is, it's kind of just like breaded chicken in like Dorito stuff, basically. So yeah, no cheese on it, because I don't like cheese, and no sauce, because they didn't really have any sauces which I thought would really go with this, and none that really tickled my fancy. So we've gone for quite a dry sandwich, to say the least. Well, peppers. The salad will have like a refreshingness to it, so not all that dry. So I'm just going to tuck in, and maybe you have something as well. Maybe you're going to tuck into something that we'll enjoy together. I can just tell I'm going to take a bite and it's all just going to collapse, so tastes nice. And I just got normal Italian bread as well. It tastes good. Yeah, I think I would prefer the chicken. It'd been a bit, warm, but it's good. The problem is, it is messy, and I hate eating messy food. I can't stand it. I just hate crumbs going everywhere. I hate having to fiddle with food when you're trying to eat it. It gets my nerves, but we'll forget about that. It's a time to relax, not time to get annoyed at food. It's dripping everywhere. Well, not dripping, it's just crumbling everywhere. There's nothing to do drip. The annoying thing as well is I just hoovered my room this morning, so I'm going to probably have to hoover it again after this. a bit of a chat now. That's what I like to do. I like to eat chat in these videos. So, I'll chat what I've been getting up to today. Oh, sorry, apologies. Well, I'll address it by answering what this box behind me is. So basically, this is for my film production course, and in it is the camera itself and all its accessories. I guess you can say they're not, actually accessories. They're like mini monitors and like connectors and whatnot. But yeah, so we had to pick up the equipment this morning at around 11, because we're filming next week. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to record in that time. I can't promise any videos. We'll just have to see. Because I remember last time, I had like a 4-week or so break when it came to like filming. It definitely won't be that long, because for that I was the producer. This time I'm just a gaffer and a second AC. So for me, most of my job is literally just on-set work, not like nothing post. Just filming requirements for me, basically. So yeah, we just had to test out all the equipment today, basically, and that took us around 3.5 or so hours to test all the equipment. It was a bit of a hassle. We didn't expect it to take that long, or wanted to take that long. We still haven't fully tested everything yet. We kept on having problems with like the equipment, because you get like these little like checklist things to make sure that everything is in the correct orders, in the correct bags. And because what they've been doing recently, they've been making changes, and like these checklist orders haven't been updated to go with it. So we're like finding stuff that isn't really supposed to be in there, finding stuff which is missing, and so we had to keep on going back and forth between equipment hire to ask them and make sure we went there. I think about like 4 or 3 times to like ask questions and whatnot, because that's the thing, you don't want to break anything, because this stuff is expensive, and if that's on your hands, that's not good. It's not good. It is not good. And so it really is better, just to be safe than, sorry. So that's what we've been doing today. Just like me and my cinematographer. I say my cinematographer, he's practically like my boss on this film, because I'll explain what a gaffer and a second AC does. So basically, a gaffer manages the lighting, electrical stuff. That's sort of like, I think to be a gaffer you actually have to have like electrician training and whatnot, so I could never actually be a gaffer in real life, but it's basically in charge of lighting, not so much the creative decision of lighting. That is kind of still down to the cinematographer. However, the gaffer, because of their so much time and experience with lighting, they kind of like converse with the cinematographer, and they talk to one another about how their lights should be set up. So they do have some input, but their main purpose is to practically set up the lighting and position it and whatnot. So basically, they're just like the manual workers. They practically work moving the equipment, setting it up and whatnot, make sure everything's good, for the cinematographer to make the creative decisions. And basically the gaffer just basically has to set up to how the cinematographer wants it. So that's my job. And like, if I had anyone else below me, then I'll be in charge of what's called like the best boy. It's not really a term used all that much now, but yeah, the best boy, and some other people. And a second AC is in charge. It's kind of like camera assistant sort of stuff. So it's not really much creative input. It's more so like practical work. So I have to like mark the actors, for each shot. I have to use the clapperboard, but I don't think we actually have one for this project. So that's a job I won't be doing. And there's something else to be in a second AC that I can't really remember, because the first AC is basically like the focus pillar, and I think the second AC just sort of like marks things and whatnot. So those are my 2 jobs on set, and the equipment, most of the equipment is with me because I live on campus. So I've been loaded with all the equipment, so there's not a lot of room around me right now. So yeah, but you know, it was stressful today. It was long, tiring, but you know, it's better to get it done out of the way rather than leave it later until like, you know, a day before shooting or like on the day of shooting to do it and find out stuff isn't working properly. But we were luckily managed to, you know, get everything linked up, like our 4 or so like connections, like our 4 monitors, like all hooked up to the camera, so we're all good to go, hopefully. Who knows, it could decide to break just the next day. But yeah, once filming done, I don't know much else to do. Like I need to do a portfolio of like this unit. That's about it. I'm kind of like, this is like the main bulk of it, and then I'm done till like December basically. That's pretty good. It's going everywhere. But still, yeah, to test all the lighting. As I've got the camera stuff with me, the other person living on campus, who's the grip and the first AC, who's also on campus, and they have the lighting equipment, and it is kind of backwards really. I should have the lighting equipment because that's what I'm on sort of charge of, but it doesn't really matter, like, who's the equipment with, it just matters on set. You know, if you do your role properly, it doesn't matter where the equipment sits. But they weren't being all that cooperative, to say the least. Like, they helped us pick up the equipment in the morning, but they just kind of dipped for the rest of the day. Like, they weren't answering the phone, any texts, any calls that were given them, so we couldn't test the lighting. So I'm going to try again tomorrow. They're just not being great help, which doesn't really, you know, it's not really the best when working on a film. It's such a team effort and collaboration where even if one person doesn't pull the rest of the rate with the rest of the crew, then that can really just hold everyone else back greatly. So, yeah, it will be resolved. It will work out in the end, I'm sure of it. Everything always does, so. But, yeah, just all kind of just getting ready for the big project. Their Christmas wrapping subway this is. Now, I think there's so, like, where I'm living, like, everyone is really putting up Christmas decorations, like storefronts. The entire high street is just decorated with Christmas. And actually, what they've done this year, they've got, like, you know, you can do like these snow stencil sort of drawings on windows. They've been doing that across multiple shops where I live, and it looks so pretty. It looks really So yeah, there we are. Actually, yeah, now I think about it, why do we celebrate Bonfire Night? I was told when I was younger, but I just can't remember now. And basically, like, towns, villages, just all around the UK, just set off fireworks, really, a nice firework display. I haven't really celebrated a Bonfire Night in many years. I haven't gone to a fireworks show for Bonfire Night in years and years and years. And I won't be going out tonight, so yeah, I'll definitely hear them though from my window. I've been hearing them constantly for like the last couple of nights now, because it's not just this one night, it's kind of like a lead up to it, so you will hear like pretty much fireworks every night in the first week of November. So yeah, that's quite cool. And then after that's done out of the way, Christmas really does start rolling, because yeah, first week you want to push out Bonfire Night after Halloween, and then yeah, really, Christmas is in full swing. This is a disaster to me, by the way. I didn't realise how crumbly it was going to be to eat, and there goes a bit of layers. I mean, the workers at Subway have never really been the best at their jobs, have they? Like, I went in to collect my order because I did it through the app, and like, what are you here for? I was like, oh, to collect the like delivery or Uber. I was like, oh, no, I'm a customer, I paid through the app. I'm like, oh, they hadn't even started making it. So yeah, I came in, they were just like narrowing away and laughing. I mean, I can't complain, that's what I did typically at work, so. Maybe you guys get in the Christmas spirit. Slowly starting to, yeah, Better and I really, we both love Christmas, so yeah, we can't wait just to go back home together and just watch movies like every day. Just like cuddle up on the bed, get a blanket, Steve, and whatnot, and just put on film. It's great fun, love it. My God, what a disaster. I'm shaking my head, it's like really like weird. Yeah, Christmas. Also around November is a time I get excited for. I'm a Celebrity, get me out of it. I mean, I've been watching it for years. I don't typically watch it all the way through. I think most of the time I watch it until just about after halfway, and that's kind of when I like start to like drift off watching it. But who knows, I might watch all of it this time. Yeah, because what Bella and I did last year was we FaceTimed, we watched every night. We got a hot chocolate, it was just nice. So yeah, we'll do that again this year. That starts on like the 21st of November. We've got Hawkeye coming out around that time as well. Eternals is out next week. that's a lie. It's out today. It's out today. And then Shang-Chi gets added to Disney Plus. So because Ben and I are still making our way through all the Marvel movies, we're actually on Ant-Man and the Wasp. So we're pretty much towards the back end of the Infinity Saga, and then we can get into the Multiverse Saga, which is going to be sick. I'm not looking forward to having to explain all of it to Bella though, so it could be confusing. So yeah. Don't really have much else to talk about. I've been gaming a lot recently. Really got into Resident Evil over the last week, like Halloween weekend. I think I purchased like 4 different Resident Evil games. I got the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. I got Resident Evil 4, which I'm playing right now, and I also got Resident Evil, the original one, but like the remake which came out early 2000s, I want to say. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong though. Yeah, I've just been loving all of them, like number 2 remake, near enough perfection. Number 3 was kind of, it's been my least favourite out of all the Resident Evils I played. It's a good game, it's a good game, it's just not to the level or expectation of like the other Resident Evils I played basically. And Resident Evil 4, oh, that's brilliant. I'm loving Resident Evil 4 so far. Really good. And when that gets remade, that could easily be like the best Resident Evil game out there. It easily could be. Because my favourite is either 7 or 8. I can't make up my mind which is my favourite. Yeah, either one of them. Either one, sorry, I'm getting like here comes someone and I'm trying to like hold them back. And Forza Horizon 5 came out today, but I played it all of yesterday because I changed my location to New Zealand so I could get like a day early. And I've been loving it. It's such a good game. Forza Horizon 5 is brilliant. Definitely up there with one of the best games I've played this year. And then Battlefield comes out in like 2 weeks, so I'm going to be gaming down. Last bite. I do actually have the other half of my sandwich next to me, but I'm not going to eat it as food. Otherwise the video would be just way too long. So, I do hope that you did enjoy this mukbang / chit chat catch up sort of video. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I pretty much rehashed everything I said in my inaudible whispering. So if you're wondering what I was talking about in my inaudible